The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Inter.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle. Well, here we go then with this bundle of joy and excitement that has always been Ronaldinho. His career, a thing of legend. But Jim, if you were to name just shot a goal! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And now they can spring out of defence. Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. This is their second corner of the game. He rises! In for the pieces! Superb goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
I doubt very much that this was in the chance, surely! He scores! Two, and we've barely begun here. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Arsenal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Arsenal are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Nicely spread. Now it's Luis Araujo. Now it's João Pedro. Inter Milan are already two behind. Awful start. He's in a great position here. Alexander-Arnold gets across to intercept that. Tries to pass it through. Ronaldinho. And he's lost his... And the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they're at it again in double quick time. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
A case now of complete control.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Davids. Inter Milan already looking up at the vast mountain they've been left to climb. Looking for the run. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Cruyff. Arsenal looking to pass their way through. He's away! Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Maldini. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Bruno Henrique. Now this could be a chance. Can he get it through? Probing pass. Not the most accurate pass. Cherki. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's chosen to go back. Nicely weighted ball. And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Big header! He got the hard part right. but the rest wrong. He might be in here! Can he finish? And the keeper couldn't hold it. He has done it! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Inter Milan give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Bruno Enrique is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And that is as far as they're going to go. Pablo Barrios. He's had it taken off him. Kunde. Davids.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, well measured. He's found the way through. Shapes to shoot! He's scored! And they are cruising away. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. And that's a good ball. Ryger.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Cherki. Now it's Bruno Enrique. And that pass isn't the best. Baresi. Davids. Passing is crisp and sharp. Aims beyond the defence. Barrios. João Pedro. And there's the end of the first half.
Substitutions taking place.
That gets things going for the second half. Inter Milan decide to shake things up. There has been a change in personnel. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's It's run loose. Who's going to get... Oh, what has happened this time, surely? That was quite a test for the goalkeeper.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Corner number 3 coming up. It's a mighty effort! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Inter Milan do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Now it's João Pedro. Played back in. Looking to play him in. Now the cross. He gets big! It's in! And they are right back within touch! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here?
Well, they were never going to allow him to receive that. Such close attention.
It's made its way to him, and he was quick to react.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And he's intervened well there. And it's Cruyff. Vitinha. Could try cutting inside here. He's got tall, and it's come back out to him. Oh, that is rather wayward.
Rummenigge clearly knew where that was falling. He'll be disappointed he didn't put it away.
Pablo Barrios knocks it into space. Oh, well played. Belletti. Inter Milan still have the cards to affect this game. And a chance! That's another chance! No mistake! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
It's a lovely, neat pass. Kukçu is the team's great visionary. Koundé. Davids. Cruyff. Now, what about a counter-attack? Cruyff. Oh, facing up to a chance, surely! Oh, denied brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. Muscular approach does pay off here. And it's Davids. Kukçu does really well to win the ball there.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And the through ball. Maldini. Baresi. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Now it's Cruyff. And he's got the beating of his man. He's in a good position. Takes a shot! That was probably asking just too much.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Inter Milan making another change here. He's in space and looking for options. Ronaldinho's delivery. And that should get the job. And the finish!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Gets a good foot in there. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Arsenal against Inter.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's away we go then. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, this guy Pedri, without doubt, is the greatest talent of his generation to come out of Spain. I mean, he has all the traits of some of the great legends that have been there before him. The ability to...
Shapes to shoot! Off the post! Costa Curta gets it away. Van Balten deals with that comfortably. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Inter clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Get a throw in. Now it's Van Basten. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pedri. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now, can they get him away? Good take, and can he finish? Fantastic from Van Basten!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Inter Milan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Now it's Højlund, and he's on his way. And the finish! Oh, he's fizzed it forward. Quarter of an hour played. Messi. And he cuts out the supply. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Van Basten. Shifted it to the flank. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with. Inter really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Probing pass, and here's Barrios. Wriggles his way through. Gets into some space, flashes it across. Van Balten can get it clear. Danger averted for now. Inter Milan have got it back and they'll have another go. Arsenal look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
He's going for goal! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Knocks it into space. Van Basten. Here's found the chance for a shot! It's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
And yes, it's him again. So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Costa Curta getting this one clear. Tries to pass it through. Pulls it back. Oh, smashing header! No mistake! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. This is threatening to become a really rises! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Kukcu is the team's great visionary. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Hoyland. Could try cutting inside here. Now it's Barrios. Elects to climbs up big!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Just a quick announcement. We would like to inform you that CCTV is now in operation for your safety. Substitutions taking place.
That gets things going for the second half.
Inter really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Van Basten has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. And reclaimed it in a trice. Inter Milan do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Messi looks to get on the end of this. Pass. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Driving through. Big chance! David Villa! Brilliant! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Arsenal go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pass. Played down the flank.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Did he that? Because it had a decent chance of progressing.
That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Hoyland. Inter Milan, perhaps contemplating their next change here. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Aimed beyond the defence, and the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that should get the job done. It's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Paz. And here's Højlund. Alexander-Arnold. Inter Milan, finding their path. He's having a shot!
Van Nistelrooy really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Villa. Inter Milan can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Substitution.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Out towards the flank. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Azar. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Into the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Højlund. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Pedri. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Villa. Shoots! He should have put that one away.
Well, his movement has certainly picked up. He's got that decisive goal on his mind.
Substitution for Arsenal.
Number changes then in quick succession.
David Villa. Number 22, Country. Coming on the field, number 8, Mbappe.
He
number
gets
23,
big. And he's there to get it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Højlund. Højlund unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Can he get it through? He's in space and looking for options. That looks a good cross. And that has been cleared. Oh, that's neat.
Oh, really well played.
And he's managed to get free. There's the shot! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
Corner number 2 then. And they've got rid. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And here's Lewandowski. Back into the middle. Lewandowski goes for a shot! Kudus.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And it's Kudus. And he's running through. Lewandowski, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Hazard, and it's made its way to him. So that's it, it is all over. Inter Milan were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then.
Well, if you judge a striker by his goals, Ruud van Nistelrooy has to be held in the highest regard.
He is a goal-scoring phenomenon.
Yeah, a real master who, when you think of his work, doesn't appear to have a weakness. As poachers go, he's supreme.
And here's Castellanos. He's having a shot! That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And it's Carvajal. Rooney. And the pass is intercepted.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Van de Ven. And here's Raul. Flamengo. Can he finish? And that is wildly off target.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Luis Araujo. Now it's Højlund. Now it's Castellanos. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the... That is Stutter! Flamengo with the corner, there first. And now a sudden chance to counter. Kante has given away a free kick. Højlund receives it in a wide position. He's on it, can he get away? Alexander-Arnold plays it in. Beckham. Gehi kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Ødegaard. Passing is crisp and sharp. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Great vision. Tries to play it through. Pablo It's a mighty effort! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and read it perfectly.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Flamengo clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Castellanos. Castellanos showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Batistuta actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And there's no surprise who's taking this corner. Deftly away. Looking to play him in. Van Nistelrooy with the cross. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. Kukçu is always looking to break lines. Pablo Barrios. He's in a great position here. hoisted in. And he's got his cross in. Marquinhos promptly onto that, and that is that. Look at the space here. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, it's Batistuta. Raul. In with the challenge. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Castellanos. Played out wide. Can he get on the end of this? He carries far too far and out of play. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And here's Castellanos. Cannavaro did just about enough to come out on top there. Now the party overly willing to compromise. And he thumps it clear. Threads one in. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Luis Araujo. And that is expertly dealt with. And it's half-time here. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Inter Milan have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
Pablo Barrios picks it up out wide. That's a lovely, neat pass. Van Nistelrooy. He won't be happy with that one. That'll be a throw-in. And it's Alexander-Arnold. That's very neat. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Van der Sar claims it, safe hands.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Flamengo appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time. Shapes to shoot! They've scored! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
And the trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. There's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Flamengo grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And it's lofted through here. Can he get it through? Oh, nicely intercepted. Inter Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And this is Rooney. And there's green grass ahead of him. Takes a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, can he get onto this? Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Searching pass he's played there. Kukçu. Paz. Over to the left.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Rooney Passes coming off in quick succession here, and he's well positioned here. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Castellanos. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Alexander-Arnold. Luis Araujo. Conte. That pass has been well intercepted. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Great chance! Is it in? Yes, it's an own goal!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Two fresh faces and both in the front line.
It's a bold move. The manager's made his intentions pretty clear. He's going for this.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Looking for the run. Now it's Hazard. Oh, well measured. And the shot! So close to drawing level.
Well, that's the response the crowd were looking for, Peter, and it's applause all round us here.
Corner number 3 coming up. That's a decent clearance. Oh, that was vital.
Flamengo really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And it's Van Nistelrooy. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Hazard. Nicely weighted ball. Paz was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And it's Van Nistelrooy. That has been cut short.
Inter can really think about the precious seconds that took off.
And that is... It's hit the upright. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
I think his face smacks of disbelief as opposed to disappointment. He thought he was about to score.
Paz. Tries to pass it through. He's got away. Kudus's cross. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Dunk.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. As a... Oh, smashing header! And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So that's got things underway. Pumas have opted for a 4-5-1 formation, it appears, Jim.
Well, if you want to secure a clean sheet, Peter, this is a very good way of going about it. It adds discipline and lends a stubbornness to that midfield, which can stifle opposition attempts to play through, and it takes a lot of pressure off your defence, of course. Forces longer passes through the aerial route, so all things considered, that extra layer.
Great chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Inter Milan with the corner, they're first. Keeper's dealt with that. Pumas have the chance to go the other way. Gehi does really well to win the ball there. He won't be happy with that one. Out to the left it goes. Bergamy produces the perfect tackle there. Well, Giuseppe Bergamy really is a culture player, is he not, Jim, with a little bit of menace in the mix too.
Yeah, we all know him as a right-back, Peter, of course, but he has the flexibility, versatility, the confidence and the composure to play centrally too. He's even been known to play as a sweeper at times. No one did zonal marking better than this guy.
Marquinhos did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, he's found support out wide. Decent shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Barella can see things others simply cannot. And that could set him on his way. Cristiano Ronaldo gets through on his own. And the shot! No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Neymar. Pablo Barrios is in a really good position out wide. Oh, a robust challenge. And it's played in. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. And claimed it back swiftly. Now, can they get him away? Nedved. Has a look and plays it forward. Brahim Diaz going face-to-face with his great rival. Khan clears, and he's quick to snatch it back. Luis Araujo, now it's Højlund. Played out towards the right wing. He has a look up. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Gehi gets over and intercepts. Castellanos. Højlund. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now, this could be a chance. Brahim Diaz! Oh, split-second reaction.
Brahim Diaz actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Neymar. And it's Diaz. And this is Nedved. Højlund. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Now it's Barrios. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Inter clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Neymar. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Barrios.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Gets into some space. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Corner number 2 then. Safe to say he's capable of better than that. Oh, good-looking ball. Ronaldo might just make this. Oh, played through for the wide man. Eto'o picks it up out wide. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Look, I think sometimes they're crossing for crossing's sake. It's percentage football. The more balls you get in the box, the likelier it is to score. Well, that's good to a point, but they also need an alternative.
So, no breakthrough from either side. 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Now it's Højlund. Inter Milan come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Alexander-Arnold makes the interception. Castellanos. Nedved. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And it's Ødegaard. Marquinhos. Now Ødegaard. Castellanos. Oh, cracking ball. Now it's Barrios. Pings it across. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose. Shot, surely! He scored! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Inter Milan have penetrated for the first time.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Alexander-Arnold.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Keeper has taken decisive action. But they've got it again. Chance for a shot! Goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Pumas choosing to make the first change. Inter Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Schneider. Christian. Can he finish? It's a goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Número 7.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
He's had it taken off him.
That's good play from him.
It's a threatening ball. There's the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Neymar plays it short. Real chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. He's keen, determined to have his say.
Pejuang really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Pumas have their second corner now. Van Nistelrooy gets it away. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And now they can spring out of defence. It's come to nothing. Bergodi. So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other kicks on.
Luis Araujo. Oh, that's a key interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Schneider. Passing is crisp and sharp. Looking to play him in.
Pejuang really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Barella clears it away. And it's Del Piero.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Khan claims it without any fuss. Del Piero, and here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Can he get on the end of this? That pass has been well intercepted. And this is Ronaldo. Luis Araujo. That's a cute ball.
Inter really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Foot in. Kukçu. Oh, super find. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Now it's Schneider. That's very neat. It's Schneider! He scores! They have stolen level at the last! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Hay un cambio en el campo de juego. Número 7.
So, time for
Número
changes
12.
on both sides, actually.
Número 11.
All square again into the
Número
dying
9.
minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude.
Número 22.
Now the only question is
Número
whether there's
17.
enough in the tank
Cambio.
to grab another.
It's a promising position, and he's managed to get free.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprising.
That's that, the end. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities, and neither willing to give in. Højlund claiming the man of the match. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much...
It's Luis Suarez! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
It's a mighty effort! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Hoyland! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Guardiola can get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. It's a good run down the left-hand side.
Oh, great feat, that.
He has found a way through. And it's Neves. And this is Totti. Barrios. He can run onto that. He's picked his way through. He's found some space. Bullet. Great vision. And he plays one through.
Oh, really well played.
And he's managed to get free. And he's there to belt it away. Arsenal have it back and can go again. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Now it's Luis Araujo. Ferdinand. Now it's Luis Suarez. Barrios.
Inter really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Now that looks a decent ball. Big chance! Sticks it away! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Takes a shot! Fantastic from Højlund! A finish of true class! He gave it plenty and some. Crashed it in.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Oh, smashing header! It's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
We have ourselves a real game here. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Great ball, and he's in here. Well read, and the danger is averted. Now it's Totti. It's Totti! Brilliant by Totti! Oh, it really is is a finish of the highest order. And they get themselves in front. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Barrios. Kukçu, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. He's a sharp little ball here. Inter Milan are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Now it's Totti. And this ended up in no man's land. And that has left him in a heap. Referee has just said play on. Neatly clipped into space. Højlund receives it in a good position. And he shoots!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, he's done very well to take that back. Alexander, up he goes! It's hit the upright. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Inter Milan have their second corner now. And he's there to clear it. And that pass isn't the best. Castellanos. He's cut it out. Rui Costa. Totti. Now it's Luis Suarez. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. It's a lovely, neat pass.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Totti. Totti powering forward here. Lobbed in behind. Good read, needed to be. And this is Hullet. Played out wide. Back into the middle. It's a good spell of possession, this. And there's the end of the first half. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 22, Neymar. Viene sostituito con il numero 15.
And we're off again.
Inter can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Bullet! Luis Araujo. Now it's Højlund. Inter Milan come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
In with the challenge. Barrios. Inter Milan finding their passes. Alexander-Arnold. He's gone for goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's found a way through. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Gehi cuts it out. Oh, that's well spotted. Rui Costa is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, there's a probing ball. And here's Totti. And this is Luis Suarez. And he's in on goal. And this is Totti.
Totti really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Good ball, good take. Now the delivery. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is.
Inter really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Rui Costa hurtling down that right flank. Well, that is a good challenge from him. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's one-on-one, surely!